Hey coin collectors, it's DC on the Big D, and it's the 2023 Kennedy half dollar, the 60th year of the Kennedy half, and we'll take a look through all of these coins up here, plus a couple others, but we're really going to focus right down here on these Kennedy halves. You see that we have the Denver Mint half over here from 2023, just came out this week, and the Philadelphia Mint half over here from 2023. If you buy these, you have to get them through the U.S. Mint in rolls, and they sell them in bags. We'll also share a little clip of the rolls as we got them from the U.S. Mint. You see the P over here, that's the Philadelphia roll. You see the D down here, that's from the Denver Mint. And these are only available if you order them through the U.S. Mint. They don't send them to the banks anymore. If you want to buy these from the U.S. Mint in the rolls, you simply go to the usmint.gov website and you can see the information right here. These two $10 rolls would cost you $34, about 86 cents for each half dollar. You can also get these in bags of 200, be 100 P's and 100 D's. They would cost you about 74 cents each. What we do is we buy two sets and open one. When we see the D on here, we know these are all going to be from the Denver Mint. And when you get these, you see that they are really shiny. You also see that they're a little dinged up already. And that's because these are set up as circulating coins. This is not a proof set. And so these just get put through the hopper just like all the other coins. They bang against each other, they scratch each other, and they don't have any special finishes on them. First, let's start with how many they're going to make. They haven't made them all yet. The U.S. Mint says they're going to make 3.7 million of the Philadelphia coins and 5.4 million of the Denver coins. These coins first came out in 1964. This was a silver Kennedy half. In 1963, President Kennedy was in office. We had the Franklin half dollar. President Kennedy was assassinated in 1963, and so in 1964 they came out with this Kennedy half dollar, a 90% silver half dollar, just like the Franklin was. The U.S. Mint was trying to get away from silver, so for the first year it was 90%. For the next 6 years it was 40%. In 1971 they came out with the first of what we call the clad halves. And that is a copper nickel clad copper, and you can see the copper right on the inside. All of these half dollars had the same back on them. It says United States of America. If we go to the center here, we see it says E pluribus unum. 9 stars above the banner, 4 stars below for the original 13 colonies, 50 stars around the outside. It says half dollar at the bottom. The shielded eagle in the center is holding an olive branch and some arrows, and down here we see an FG for Frank Gasparo, who's the engraver of the back of this coin. In 1976, they came out with the bicentennial half. It says 1776 to 1976. They did change the back on this half. For this year and this year only, it says United States of America half dollar, has Independence Hall in Philadelphia. It says 200 years of freedom, E pluribus unum. After 1976, they went back to the regular halves. In 1968, introduced the first San Francisco Mint Kennedy half, proof set Kennedy halves. And we haven't taken this one out of the proof set yet. So this is a 1968 proof set Kennedy half. In 1992, they started making silver halves for certain prestige or mint sets. And so this is the 1992 Kennedy silver half dollar. And you can see this silver edge down here. In 1992, when they went back to the silver half dollars for the specialty sets, they made them 90% silver again. 2001 was the last year of the circulating Kennedy halves. From 2002 on, you could only get the Kennedy halves from the U.S. Mint. They weren't circulated through the banks. Now, you'll still find them around because people do frequently. They'll buy them from the U.S. Mint and then put them back into circulation after they've picked out the best of them. That brings us back to 2023. Each year after 2001, the U.S. Mint released the Kennedy halves, usually during the first 5 months of the year. These Kennedy halves were released to the public in May of this year. And you can see if we look at them that they are just sweet halves. When you get these halves, remember they're set up as a circulating style, so you're still going to see certain things on them. See the hard edge here? See how it goes off the edge up here? So you're going to get stuff that happened on circulating coins. When they go through the hopper, they hit against each other and you get these dings and dents in them like this. And Down here, little scratches, and that's going to be par for the course too. So remember, if you do order any of these through the U.S. Mint, these have never been in circulation, but they've been treated as if they were circulating coins. Again, on this one, it's not quite so noticeable. This is the Denver Mint coin with a D down here. You see that the edge is kind of going away up there also. You can still get a lot of the Kennedy halves from the banks. Banks will order them for you if you ask, and they frequently get them in, and they hold them until they get about $400 worth, then they turn them into the change companies. If you go into your bank and say, look, I'd like to get some half dollars, just $10 or $20 worth of half dollars, they'll almost always have them for you or be able to get them for you. And when you get them, they'll almost always be between 1971 and 2001. Sometimes you can get them after. I've got up to, say, 2009, 2010 coins, because as we said, collectors would just take and cull out the ones that aren't very good or scratched or whatever, and just put them back into circulation. So if you want to get these quarters, they're out there. All right, that's all we have today from the Big D Coin Channel. Please subscribe to the channel and leave any comments you have in the comments section.